Well, our greetings and salutations to you all once again. As I, the Ravenous Spectre, and yeah, we're gonna stream this again. Let me think for a second. I'm trying to figure exactly where it was I needed to go to. Where was it that I was supposed to go to? I think I remember. Oh wait, never mind. Something's happening anyways. We're turning to skip on, but knowing I'd already got through these parts beforehand on the 3DS version, but I'm not going to bother to while streaming. And there really is no reason for me to say anything anyways because nobody is in the chat, so. Junebug Films, welcome to the stream. I am Spartacus. Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Spartacus. Was it Charleston Heston in that? Somebody was. I think it was like a older movie, I believe, from the 60s, I think. 70s. Make sure not to die so we can meet again. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Tell me something I don't know. Obviously, it's a matter of me. Oh, okay. Kirk Douglas Jew. I guess you meant to say just something. I don't know. It's weird. The whole text doesn't show up on the screen, sadly. I think I was supposed to... Oh, yeah, thank God. I knew I had to get up over there. And, I don't think I would have been able to get over there from that other side, just to run around. 103 years old. Good Lord, man. He definitely had a long life, that's for sure. You know, it's so funny that you have the username Junebug. Actually, technically, I know it's spelled differently, but I had a ex, or my first girlfriend in high school, my ex-girlfriend. She actually had that name as well, because her name was June, and she actually had the name Junebug, or the moniker of Junebug, if you will, the name for her. But yeah, she I'm glad it ended with her, because she's a I came to the conclusion that she's actually a friggin' nutcase. So oldest lady man ever in Hollywood to ever live. Oh man, that's funny. You know, it's kind of funny too. There's one of these YouTube channels called Cinemassacre, which has an angry video game nerd on there too, and he it's so funny. It seems like most of the videos that they put out on that channel is pretty much just dealing with movies. I kind of wish they would also kind of split it up between movies and games, but But anyways, they it's really amazing to me how much they know about films and actors and all that stuff. And every time I watch a video of theirs, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I always learn something new. Made the channel after her. Oh, that's sweet. I'm sorry to hear that happened. I'm a person who loves animals. And I hate to hear that happened. I have a little Dachshund myself, my fiance and I have a Dachshund, and he's our world. He's our little baby, that's for sure. He was liberal, but a good liberal. Well, I guess years ago there were good liberals, but nowadays there's just psycho ones. Now, it seems like most of Hollywood's kind of really taken over that whole position of being the way they are. I mean, there's a handful of them that aren't like that, but... And I actually have some respect for those that aren't, but... Ultimately, it's just like it's swept all over Hollywood. Wow, dude. Yeah, that's kind of funny. You should mention that too, because I've actually, pardon me. I remember when I used to play World of Warcraft years back, and I actually made a female character, because I'm like, I wonder if this whole stigma sticks with, guys playing as female characters because other guys mistake them for actual females. And surely enough, it worked. It's crazy, but I was having like other players, I guess they were guys, I don't know, they were giving me items and stuff like this when I first started out playing, and I'm like, this is just sad. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take advantage of it because I'll just be a dick about it. I think I'm a chick and I'm actually not. Oh, man. The internet's a funny thing. I just wanted to try it out to see if it was actually true, knowing from what I've heard, and it is, and I'm like, oh man, just shaking my head in disappointment. That dude's feet does not touch the floor. It looks like he has hooves instead of feet. All of them look like they have hooves. Is there anything around here to get? Another reason to rest. Oh, maybe. Oh. He's hiding his goat feet, yeah. It's kind of crazy. It's like, man, why in the world would you people go and end up having such high chairs if you knew you weren't really going to be able to sit on them properly? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, what's this? I should have got a survivor's. I should have got one of those. I do want to get one of those, because that's always going to be helpful. I'll give that to her. Heck with it. I'm going to get more medicines. Let's see here. I'll go back to, no, her. Unless you got strong medicine, but the medicine pack will allow access to all. I don't know why I looked there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Total talent points. Well, is there some friggin' talent points that are opening up for me now? The last few times I came here, they haven't showed me anything. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. She would be... nothing there. Nothing there. Obviously, those have to come at a later point, but hell, knowing how I'm trying to go and get into every battle that I can, or at least to the ones that are coming after me. At least to the ones that are coming after me, pretty sure it's going to help in the process of getting skills for these things. Yes, that's true. I remember this in the 3DS version. I'm probably going to remember everything all the way up until the point where I last left off. I still got to go check to see how many hours I was into the 3DS version or how long I got to get before I get to something new. I applied to be the head of the Walt Disney Company. I've even made 4 videos about it on my channel, which is oh, okay. I'll definitely end up checking those out, man. Oh shit! Well, that came out of nowhere. I didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah, hit the speed into overdrive so I don't have any slow battles. I'm probably gonna have to fly back over there. I'll be able to take both of them out. Oh, well, it did. Ah, yes. Pardon me. Get it. I know I'm going to have to get back up there again to fly off, but I can't remember if there was any items that were down here or not. Speaking of animals, the previous dog that I had years ago, he was such a huge baby. His name was Hercules, and he was part Labrador, part Bulldog, but a huge baby. And he just, we don't know what in the world happened to him, how in the world he died, or anything. We just ended up finding him at the edge of my grandmother's property one day, and he was dead. And we have no idea why or how. He was kind of bloated a little bit, so I don't know what happened. Some people think that, some actually thought that he ended up getting killed by poison. And sad to say, I kind of feel like that might have been the case. I don't necessarily know why somebody would want to do that. So I really don't know. Screw it. She's not really learning it. I'll destroy it and then I'll get another one. Oh, never mind. She didn't have to use it after all. I wonder if she's going to have it in the next battle. I don't know. My first big monster hunt. Yay! I got a trophy! Lovely. So I guess those larger ones are actually ones that have a little bit more oomph to them. Clearly it was, if it ended up taking down one of my guys in a couple hits, it seemed like. Yep, can't fly over there. You fly over here to this side. And then I get this, and then I fly over there, or fly back over there, and then I can't remember. Oh wait, okay, never mind. Oh, okay, well, in that case, I got hit by the waterfall, so that caused me to die. So yeah, I'll go back over here and then fly back over there. How many? Now I'm gonna have to go back up there to get up there, but I think that there was something over here. No, I think it was expecting me to fly over there from that side, is what that was. No, I can fly back over there from this side, that's what that was. That makes sense. Yeah, because I think I gotta go back after I go through this cave area, I remember that. Ah, yes, another gem. Lovely. There we go. Small to me wonderful. Good morning, sir. Well, technically it's afternoon for me, but whatever. It is what it is. How's things going? But you're over there on the other side of the country, so I guess it would make sense for it to be morning over there still. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back down here. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to get... There we go. Okay, I don't have to worry about going up all the way up over there. I'll just go back down here. What the fudge, man? That makes no freaking sense. Just because I end up landing on the side of a... I was landing on the friggin' pad. On your way to work. Yes, indeed. For this one, on your way to work. Excellent. Gone to make more money once again. Yeah, I've got to head to work myself at 7 o'clock this evening from 7 to 11. They're actually offering some more hours on the weekends, considering I only work 4 hours Monday through Friday. I'm thinking about I am going to go ahead and just aim to work 8 hours Saturday and then see if I can do it Sunday as well. And on my way to getting full-time, because there's already been talk and discussion of that happening. And so... yeah, then we gotta fly over there, and then we gotta go up and around to go to the cave. I forgot exactly where that one would lead to. I cannot remember. The booyah! There we go. Make Dizzy great again. Howard Jimbo feels. That's the one upload. I don't blame you, man. Disney has taken such a... I'm really wondering... that if Disney really knew what was going on today with his company, if he would be rolling over in his grave or if he would be accepting of it. Because Disney, oh man. It's almost like they hide their true motives behind nostalgia, for one. Because honestly, man, like especially some of the things that they've been doing with these other classic franchises is just an absolute load of BS, man. Like, I ended up checking out the new Aladdin because it was on the Disney Plus app, because the only reason that we had gotten that was so that we could watch Mandalorian, and that was it. And it was good. Didn't seem like there was anything like freaking SJW in it, from what I could tell. There was a little bit of that whole girl power thing, you know, but other than that, it seemed okay. And of course, you know, Baby Yoda, which obviously we don't know his real name yet, but everybody's going to call him Baby Yoda, was adorable. But yeah, like I saw the Aladdin movie, and it was cringy. There's some movies that just do not need to be remade, regardless of whether it's animated or live action. Like, I ended up hearing a rumor. They're thinking about having the guy who plays as the new Spider-Man to be Marty McFly in a remake of Back to the Future. And I'm thinking to myself, they're going to destroy it. If they go through with something like that, they're going to freaking destroy it. Walt would be pissed, yeah. I don't doubt it. Especially knowing what they did with Star Wars too. It's just like, oh my gosh. Sometimes there's some things that stand out for me in the series, in like the new Star Wars movies, but ultimately they fall flat for me. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what in the world it is with movies nowadays. I got a friend of mine who's like really big into independent movies, and he keeps telling me, he says, independent movies are really like, they truly are the future, and you're not like hounded by friggin' Hollywood. You're releasing it on your own terms, releasing what you want, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy how so many more people want to be able to go that route more, because they don't feel like that they're shoehorned into a specific criteria. Never repeat ourselves because we cannot be perfection. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Especially when you end up having something really good and it's really adored by the public. It's like, for example, one of the things that I find kind of funny is Nightmare Before Christmas. That is one friggin' movie, and it still spawns merchandise like crazy. And the thing came out in the mid 90s, I think, early mid 90s, something like that. And there's been talk about, there's going to be a remake or there's going to be a sequel, you know. And I would kind of be interested to know what a sequel would be like, but it's a sequel. It's not a freaking remake of the first one. And besides, I already feel like if they were to remake it, they would CG the living hell out of it. And stop motion animation, I really love stop motion animation. It has a very unique style to it. And that's what Nightmare Before Christmas was. And I swear, if there was ever a chance where they would go and try to remake that thing, I would spit bullets. Maybe that's a proper way of saying it. I don't know. I really don't care. Although then again, a lot of nostalgia also really pumps out the merchandise as well. Because I mean, there's movies from the 80s and 90s that still have merchandise out, new merchandise and whatnot. So, but it's just kind of funny to me every single time that I realize that Nightmare Before Christmas just gets freaking merchandise out the wazoo. It's always new merchandise all the time. actors with class again. Clark gave, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely. I think there's like one. There's only one actor in particular, because I mean I don't follow with Hollywood or nothing like that with a lot of actors, but there's only one that I could really think of that really kind of seems like he has any real sense of dignity to him, and that is Chris Pratt. At least that's how I see it. I've always liked his stances, how he is as a person, his personality, everything, and I've seen articles about Hollywood trying to come after him because of his beliefs and his stance and his thoughts and everything like that, and I like seeing Hollywood pissed off because of the fact that they know that not everybody is going to go with their whole status quo and try to follow through with their little political ideologies that they try to pump into films like crazy nowadays. I just laugh at them because they act like a bunch of friggin' children about it. What was I looking at? It's all the same. Okay. I know I gotta go in there, but there might be something over here. I don't see any shinies or anything. Oops. What the hell, dude? You stupid bitch. I think it's just gonna, yeah, I think it's gonna come down to the fact where she's gonna, yeah, well, she's not really gaining anything from it, so. Oh my god, really? Oh yeah, I remember that, the sequel. Yeah, I remember that. Matter of fact, my fiance has it. She ended up getting it. Oh, thank God. Well, yeah, that's probably one of those larger monsters there that just wipes the floor with you. Yeah, but we actually ended up finding the game. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, because I think there might have been like a couple others that were released, but Oogie Boogie's Revenge, I think, was the name of it. And since she's a fan of that movie, she got it. I think she got it for like $7 or something like that. We got it at a used game store, and we actually had to get it buffed out there because there were some scratches that were on it, and we didn't really think about looking at it or noticing it or anything when we got it. So we took it over there, and they did it for free. You know, considering obviously we bought from there, and they maybe they didn't catch it or something, but they buffed it all out and fixed it. She actually got it on the Xbox, I believe is what it was, the original one. I don't even think that she's played it yet, but she was happy to get it at least. Playing so many other things nowadays, it's just like, ah! I don't really think I need this stuff right now. Because I think there's like a save point up in here. Ugh. Yeah, I agree. I really do feel like it's just going to come to a point where, you know, the monument's going to come crumbling down and crashing down, and it's going to come to a point where it's going to need to be rebuilt up again. And shoving a bunch of this crap into movies that people don't care about, that's supposed to only be like personal feelings and thoughts, but they're trying to shove it in people's faces and make it be a reality to everyone with their political BS, I think it's just going to come to a point where it's Hollywood's just like you said. There's a return for it. There has to be a rebuilding process. Ah, yes, I was right. Oh shit, wait a minute. Let's just do a quick save. This might not be a large creature, or it might not be as many. Yeah, okay, there we go. I came to the conclusion now, when it comes to those larger monsters that are out on the map, that's definitely going to have to wait until I get more party members. Because I did have 4, and 2 of them stayed behind to defend us. Yay! Not a novice anymore. Whatever the heck that is, that's probably a lot of battles that I've been in, but at least I ended up getting another trophy out of that. Make a Lewis and Clark movie. Yeah! That would definitely be a nice epic, honestly. Although I can already see if that was made in modern day, how Hollywood could spin it on its head. I'm gonna try to do the same stuff over and over. That way I can get through the battles faster, and I know a roundabout was the best thing to use. And all these water devils, I'm just gonna wait to come back later for these things, for these other items and whatnot, because I know I'm not gonna survive them. Six-star junior John Joseph Pershing. Oh, what's that one about? I always love epic movies. I always have. I feel like if there's one type of genre really that I really care about, it's always been the epic movie type of genre. I mean, obviously I love action movies and drama movies and fantasy movies and sci-fi and whatnot, but I just, like, for example, when it comes to epics, like Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy are like 2 of my favorites, like trilogies ever, and Lord of the Rings is like my all-time favorite movies. I guess it should be, considering the fact that I pretty much had bought it 3 times. I bought the extended Blu-rays, I bought the extended DVDs, and then I bought like this special edition that had like this nice little lithographic type of covers on each one of them that had the extended and the standard versions, along with like some special behind-the-scenes stuff that wasn't shown in any of the other versions. I'm actually kind of pissed off too, because I have no idea what happened to him, but when The Hobbit had first came out, that trilogy, I ended up getting the usual ones. I think the Lord of the Rings also came out like that, with had that nice cool little border on it and nice little piece of art on the front, like movie art, and I have no idea what happened to them, man. I don't know. It just seems like I'm a person who always keeps up with my stuff, and they just like disappeared or something, and so I just turned right around and just bought the whole collection all together in like one lump sum. But I would love to end up having those boxes back again. director are willing to make the sacrifice. Biggest hero. Biggest heroes come. Oh yeah, man. I don't blame you. I myself am a of a creative mind, and I don't use it as much as I used to, which obviously I really should. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Because I used to draw a whole lot when I was younger, and I mean I still got sketch pads and whatnot. But I used to draw a whole lot, and also used to write a lot as well, which actually I'm still writing. I'm getting down like a bunch of different ideas and whatnot for a story that I'm aiming to work on. I've got like a journal and a bunch of ideas. I always think about thinking. Anything I think about thinking. Yeah, no kidding. Anything that I want to write about, I always put it down to make sure I don't forget it, because I've had those moments where I'm like, you know what, I'll remember this. Nope, no, the hell I didn't. And I had to stick with the fact that I'm like, God, why did I do that? So I always make sure, if anything pops up now, I always make sure I have the journal available or some type of pencil or paper nearby so I can write it down for future reference. What did I get? I didn't even pay attention to it. Probably nothing really to write home about. What is this? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. And that's where a boss fight is. Starting the cavalry, went from that to being the general for the Great War and trained. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would definitely watch that. This is going to be fun. Attack 20, 10, double sword, 2-step attack. Only active duty, Sergeant George Washington. Oh, nice. Yeah, that would definitely be something that I would watch. Wow. I've always been a person who's been into history and history movies, but I guess I didn't really pay as much attention to it as I really feel that I should have. Well, throughout history in general. I mean, I think that history was like one of my favorite classes as well in school, but I don't know, I guess I kind of had a problem with dates, for sure. It's like, yeah, I love hearing about all this stuff, but the dates is another thing. Wow. I took this thing out faster than I thought that I would have. I think I probably ended up participating in more battles in this version than I ever did the 3DS version, I believe. That might have had something to do with it. Okay. I know that there was something else we got here. Greatly raises status element resistance. Weakens resistance to all elements. Oh my. Well, that could be a positive thing or a negative thing, depending upon the battle. So I gotta know exactly what I'm getting into. So that'll be staying in the inventory, that's for sure. Now there's two of them, so aim to take out both. Need more World War I movies. Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you've seen it or not. You might have, or you want to. What was it that recently came out with World War I? Was it called 1912 or 1917 or something like that? I forgot exactly what the year was, but I went to go see that with my fiance in the theaters, and oh my God, man, that was a great movie. That was a really great movie. I loved it. And speaking of which, another movie, it's not World War I, but it's World War II, which I have it on Blu-ray. That was a great movie. I didn't see it in theaters, but I wanted to take a chance on it. And I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and get it on Blu-ray, and I did, and I don't regret it. It's called Hacksaw Ridge. I mean, I know that's World War II, but still, that was an amazing movie, too. I've always loved it. Gosh, I love movies like that. I can't get over the fact of just how movies like that just give you such a sense of feeling. Like, regardless of whether it seems like it took place in real history or not, which I know that these did. I know that both of these had, because obviously sometimes at the end of the credits they'll show the actual people they talked to and based on real events and all of that. But they always those types of movies always end up giving me some type of real feeling that other movies never really do. Like, they're entertaining, but it takes it to like another level where it seems to me like it's a real good time capsule for what happened for a specific story in that time period. Yeah, I'd heard about. I also had heard that had happened about a couple people who had done that, and which I think is really good, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm not perfect or nothing. I'm a God-fearing man. I was raised in a Christian family, raised in the church and whatnot, and obviously I had fallen out of being in church for a long while, but obviously it never had broke off my overall beliefs as well. But it's definitely something that personally, it's something for me that I definitely need to end up increasing more than I had. Oh, you know an atheist. Okay, yeah, because okay, well that's really good. Honestly, I think that's really, really good, because I'd also had heard before about that it happening to a couple other people. Not that I know. I mean, there's friends that I had known, but they had seen it with other friends of theirs, and it had actually really changed their mind on Christianity and faith in general. So, and another funny thing. Well, it's not necessarily funny, but it is the truth regardless. Seventh-day Adventist was actually, I was a Seventh-day Adventist, as a matter of fact, because that's what the main character in the movie was. My father actually was Seventh-day Adventist too, before he had passed away, and we were in the SDA church for quite a while. I actually went to a SDA school in like the middle of my high school years. I was in an SDA school and an SDA college for a couple years as well. they were a little bit more lenient in the college than they were the high school. I was glad that I got the education that I did, but golly, I hated staying in the dorm. They were just like way too strict in the dorm for me, and especially they used to let us have games in there, man. They did at one point until one of the parents just flipped their crap and just started acting nuts, like, well, I didn't send my kid up here to go and play video games. I sent him up here to get educated. Okay, well, that's your kid. You weren't the parent of other people's kids. My father found out about that, boy, it's like he could flip a table. He's like, well, whose idea is it for somebody else's parent to tell my kid what he can and can't have inside of his room and what he can and can't do? And he's right. But I like the education that I got out of it, and, you know, like a Christian-centered education, but man, I swear, I would have liked it a lot better if I didn't have to stay in the dorm. I mean, I understand that there's certain tenets and feelings to be able to stand by, especially when it comes to that, but just, oof, I just think that they went a little too far in the dormitory areas. Yeah, I remember this. And then I gotta go play the part that ended up leading to this point that led over here for them to get picked up by them. Yes, because I know we're going to the other section of the story. To the other characters that had led up to this point. Like I mentioned, well, nobody's a saint, even though some people think that they're saints, but but I know that I'm not. But I mean, I got just as many faults as anybody else does, because we're all human. So you know, we try to have self-discipline and things like that. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Especially when it boils down to some people that think that they're just traveling the same path that they always have been in life, and there isn't going to be any type of changes or anything that's going to happen for them, and they don't know what to do or know how to follow through with it or anything like that. So, yeah, to be able to suddenly flip the script basically on your life and live it a completely different way and have it come out for the betterment of yourself. Yeah, absolutely. That girl is very top heavy. Looks like she's about to fall over. Yes, I remember all of this. Be staying the night. I don't think there was any way to be able to get up these things, was there? Yeah, I heard that Bond got pushed back. What exactly was that? I haven't read up on it or seen any videos of it because I hadn't took the time to. I thought it was just some crap that happened with Hollywood again. Like it always is. Taking your money out of your house. Oh my. We don't really need to bother with any of those because I know they got their own stuff. But they definitely need to end up having some headgear. These. And these. And these. Coronavirus, because of some city's schedule for the release, there was... Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. And the thing is that I mean, I know that there's been things that have been happening with that virus, but then again, you also look at the flu and realize how crazy the flu is, and then the coronavirus comes around, and I mean, I know that there's apparently been incidents or isolated incidents or what have you of it, but then again, of course, like always, the media is always aiming to blow stuff out of proportion, which isn't of any surprise to me. Yeah, see, that's another thing there. It's like, dude, there's been times where movies, even games, have gotten shown at later dates, but they've still been shown in other countries. So it's like, well, why in the world don't you bother to do that? Doesn't make no sense. Last sword. She's gonna need something else. At least one other thing. What? Hold on, what do I sell again? What the piss? Okay. She's got... all she would have was a spear. So they got an axe and a spear. She has a sword. She's got a... oh, what the heck. This 1918 flu. I'd heard about that there was some type of flu or something that had happened way back when, and it was like brought back. Here's something that's crazy. I don't know if the guy who ended up telling it to me, well, technically he was telling a group of people at work, whether he believes it or if he was saying it because he thought it was funny or just thought it was stupid. But he said, well, I ended up hearing that somebody had said that they thought the reason, or there's rumors, what have you, whatever, they were saying that China had actually made the virus to be able to screw around with our current election period or something like that. I'm like, what the flying... What? There is so much advertisement going behind the new Doom Eternal. It's crazy. I've already heard like multiple commercials regarding Doom Eternal since like it was announced here on Spotify. It's crazy. Wow. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yep. Won't be able to take that until after I make it all the way to the bottom manually. And I gotta fight all the little dirty monsters here. Not a very good businesswoman. Yeah, well, I don't doubt it, man. Oh, I can't drop down either? Barbara Broccoli. Is that her actual last name, or is that just like a play on her last name? Yep, can't go down there either. What's up, dog? Okay, well, we'll just deal with this at the moment. Wow, really? That's funny, man. Oh, man. But yeah, Daniel Craig really is good as a James Bond, for sure. I really think he does fit the bill. So I guess her crush actually ended up bringing about a really good, actor to play as him. What the hell, dude? Her family actually discovered broccoli. Wow. Golly. Okay, this is what? What? Okay, I made a mistake there. Hey, guy. Fight all the peoples! Okay, I came up from there. Those aren't going to go anywhere. This is going to go down here. Before I do that, though. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Might as well do that. gun run. It's too old. Ian Fleming, the creator, James Bond creator, a white Scottish character, Matt. Although I had heard something about Daniel Craig going and being, like I think this or sometime soon, I'm not necessarily sure when, he was supposed to have like a final Bond film, and I don't know if this was supposed to be the one or not, but that whole talk about friggin' like bringing in a female James Bond makes no friggin' sense whatsoever. We're gonna have like a Jane Bond or something instead of a James Bond, or a June Bond, or a Judith Bond, or Jenny Bond, and I just no, man. James Bond has been male forever and a day. If you want to have a female super Asian type of person, then create one. Stop glossing over characters that have already been established as who they are and what they are. Because going over it like that with gender bending and all that stuff, man, it's like, obviously these people don't have the creativity that they thought that they did. Otherwise they wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, Daniel Craig's last Bond movie, yeah. So I'm wondering if he's gonna die in this one. But I'm also wondering if it's supposed to lead into there being a female James Bond with this being his last movie, which would be an absolute load of BS, really. Luke Evans as James Bond, I could see that. I could definitely see that, for sure. I really liked him, if it's the same actor I'm thinking of, I really liked him in the Hobbit trilogy, for sure. And he was good in the Dracula movie. Even though it left much to be desired, it was still a cool movie. Honestly, at least to me it was. At least some of it was. Some of the things about it was. Oh wait a minute, I'm going backwards. I'm getting confused. There were some action moments in the Dracula movie where it was really cool, but I actually saw a meme one time with some of the armor that he was wearing was actually, it looked like it was smog related from the Hobbit trilogy, like the way that it looked, because he had like some dragon armor on. So I thought that was kind of funny. PC liberals will love it because it would be first gay actor to play James Bond. Just don't make bi or gay. Luke Evans is gay? Or bi? Really? You okay, Loki? Sorry, I was checking on my dog here. I think he got the hiccups or something. You okay, boy? Oh, I never knew that. Well, that's news to me. Did I go this way or did I go that? No, I go that way. To go up that way. Okay. I already got work gloves. Oh, good lord. I really could have saved some money for that. But no. More melee, yeah. I wouldn't deny that. I'm thinking I have to at least have one of these. At least have something like that, because that's gonna... I heard that earlier. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, that would really work then. If he looks like a young Sean Connery, that would work out even better. Huh, well, that makes sense. before I do that, let's check the area for any other little thingies that might pop up. Oh man, that's funny. Worker shoes. Alright, man, I'll go save it to my watch later list, and I'll watch it sometime today after I finish streaming and whatnot. Huh, I'm surprised I was never subscribed in the first place. I must have completely forgot about that. Huh. Do I have the permission to share it? Maybe do a reaction, whatever it takes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find it here, but I guess it hasn't popped up just yet in the list yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. Definitely. Most appreciative. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you now, so as soon as it pops up, I'll save it and watch it. Oh, that works. Okay, there we go. We got a hand. The yard spear don't have the stone longsword though, so we'll grab one of those. Oh yeah, thanks man, for sure. That works for me, dude. Nothing to repair, it ain't broken. Forget it, I'll give her the... I'm gonna give her the longsword because he's already got the spear and the buckler. She's got the light sword and the longsword. So, well, obviously she ain't gonna have anything. So... Okay. Trying to think. That idea for right now. What in the world? Why in the world is their SP not going back up? I thought that always recharged after battles. I always like just standing still for a moment because then it zooms out to what the entire area looks like. That's always cool. Oh, okay, then that's good. I always hate running into those, dude. Especially when I'm putting up like little videos from my phone. Sometimes it's like when the screen stays on, you can see that it's uploaded, but there have been a few times where the screen would shut down and it would still be uploaded, and I go back and look at it, and then it would like restart the process of uploading it. I'm like, what the heck, man? If I can utilize other applications with the screen not being on, why in the world can't friggin' YouTube be able to continue to upload something? But I think they might have actually fixed something with that now, because I haven't had any problems since. Ignis has the worst luck with her from what I've experienced so far. Seems planning ahead is completely out of the question. I forgot exactly. I actually got confused on this section in the 3DS version. I guess because of the size of the screen, even though it was the XL version, on top of the fact of dealing with that small little screen and all these different little platforms and things to go on. Oh, what the heck. Oh, shit. Well, that definitely worked. Ended up awakening some abilities with those. So, wait a minute. She's got to go up there. And I know that I can't use these yet. Those have to be used with, yeah, because I think you got to get something or do something to be able to even utilize those. I remember that much. I think I've got to go up there to go to that one and then go to the other one to go to that one. Let's see. Over here. Yeah, well, knowing the title alone, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up getting some type of reaction from it from people, that's for sure. Oh, wait, it's a guard tower. Maybe I made a oopsie boopsie going the wrong way. Well, technically not really the wrong way, per se. Same as before. Move, people! Good grief, stupid character models. I'm gonna go here real quick and sync these trophies up. Just for the heck of it. Not obviously anymore. Defeat 100 enemies in battle. And what was the other one? Probably, yeah, the first, defeat a big symbol monster for the first time. Yeah, it was a big symbol, alright. Let's see, what are... Defeat all big symbol monsters. Oh, that's a gold trophy. Is that a gold one or a bronze one? That's a gold one. It's kind of hard to tell between the golds and the bronze. What is this? See all the water devil things? Sigils, sorcery spells. Builds your first. Oh, you can build your first guard tower? Wow, see, I ain't got that point yet. Okay. Back to square one again. This is such a big area, I'm not going to really actively go out to try to find any enemies. I'm just going to run into the ones that turn red towards me like that, so that I can try to move along. Quick shot with your cannon. Probably really need to do that. Oh, well, there's one. I think the last time I actually went to the other spot on the 3DS version. It was like the other way around for me. Good grief. Sure, what the heck. At least that helps me. I think it might have made more sense if I went to the Blue Oasis area first. Come on, dude. That. Oh, lovely. And of course there's got to be chest over there. Well, it's good that they can easily fit through these areas. Sweet. Sweet. Who needs the junk helmet? 1534. 32. Crush goes up. Crush goes up for any of them. Or she doesn't even have one, so I'm just going to put it on her. I really don't want to utilize any of my SP unless I absolutely have to. Oh, she has sorcery. I forgot about that. My enemies with her. Okay. What the hell, dude? What? Why? Oh, wait a minute. Shit. He creates it, so it's not a big deal. That was some BS, man. Oh well, should I go ahead and have that? Let's do that one. Get this one. And shit. Okay, well at least she got that one. Had what, an axe? Oh, a spear and a buckler. Spear.